Hey everyone, Stephanie here, coffee drinker, book lover, and reviewer of many things. And today we're going to talk about one of my favorite book series. But first, my shirt. Can't get up high enough. It is from the Shadowhunter world, from Immortal Instruments. I liked the books and I liked the TV show. And I recently started rewatching the TV show because why not? Um, as you can see behind me, I got some balloons. My kiddo is in the room also, so if you hear noises, that's her. Uh, so I woke up this morning and I realized I had no video planned for today. I thought I had one pre-recorded, but nope. And normally I think I would do a paper pie. Just a minute. Okay. Sorry. It's a good thing I have a pause option because she didn't get hurt. Things just fell over. It's kind of messy back there because we had the birthday party here at my house, and pretty much like an hour before people started showing up, we started just throwing stuff in here because it was not going to get put away where it goes. So we celebrated a birthday this weekend. That was 2 days ago. If you're seeing this on August 8th, 2023. We celebrated the little one's third birthday, and my birthday was the 7th. So I'm 33, and I wasn't doing anything yesterday. No, I didn't. Okay. I moved laundry from the washer to the dryer because I had set the washer to start at 8 a.m. the next morning. So yesterday morning. And so I did move those to the dryer. And then I took trash out and I made sure we were fed. And we just sat and we just watched TV in peace. We watched the new Gabby's Dollhouse season that just came out, and we watched some Ruby, RWBY. It's on Crunchyroll. Sometimes it's other places, but I'm pretty sure like Crunchyroll is its home. For those of you who don't know what Crunchyroll is, that is an animation or an anime type platform. You have to pay for it. Okay. On to the books that I want to talk about. It's not a paper pie book, and I'm pretty sure you can find it on Amazon. So if I can find them on Amazon, I will link them below. But I pretty much have just collected these over the years. And I like them as much as I like the Harry Potter series. That's telling you something. So, we're reading it right now at bedtime. It's called So You Want to Be a Wizard. That's the series name. This is the first book. And after that, you have, I don't know where I'm going to set these. You have Deep Wizardry, High Wizardry, Wizard Abroad. Oh gosh, which one's next? Now I get to the big books. Hold on. Flip open. Wizards. Oops. I know, I'm bumping the mic. Wizard's Dilemma. Yep, we got this. Uh, Wizard Alone, Wizard on Holiday, believe Wizard's War is next. Or is it Wizards? I have no clue. I have no clue. Yeah, Wizards at War, which is actually the one I had got to last time before I stopped reading. Wizards of Mars and Games Wizards Play. Um so I'm not going to put these back in order. I know it. It's fine. Oop. But I got this book around the time I got Harry Potter. Actually, I think I had read 3 of the Harry Potter books when I got this one. Now that I think about it. When was this book made? 1996. But I got this book. I had to be a teenager. And I loved it. And then at the end of the book, of course, it has one of those, you start the next book, the little preview chapter, and then I was like, I gotta find the next one. So, it's about Nita and Kit, and the first book is about Nita and Kit and how they stumble upon their magic. Nita is running away from some bullies, and it's like 8-on-1 kind of bully situation. And apparently she's been getting beat up every week for a while because she's a smart girl and she likes to read. And she's got a sassy mouth. And when we start the book, it starts off with her running for her life, and she's starting to get that stitch in her side, and she's like, okay, where can I hide? And it's all started because the mean girl was like, hey, what do you think of my bike? Because she got a new bike for her birthday. And Nita said, I think of it as much as I think of you. Not a lot. And that's how it started. And so she's trying to find a place to hide, and she remembers that on this particular day there is a home library. Like it used to be like an old 2-story house, and there's a basement. So she goes running to there, and she gets in the door, and of course, because she like slammed herself into the door, the librarian was like, and she's like, Nita, what did you do this time? And she tells her, there's no one in the children's section. Go down to the basement because that's where the children's stuff is. And so she's just walking through, and she's like, no normal 13-year-old would be caught dead in here because these are baby books. But she's like sliding her hand through and like, oh yeah, this book. Oh, this book. Oh, I liked this book. Oh, I remember this book. And she's sliding her hand, and she hears the bell upstairs, and she like looks, but she's still walking with her hand on and her finger gets snagged. And she's like, and the book that her hand is caught on is So You Want to Be a Wizard. And she's like, I don't remember reading this. Because she's like, I read, she starts thinking about all the ones that she read. So you want to be an astronaut. So you want to be an archaeologist. So you want to be a zookeeper, those kind of things. She's like, this one's got to be a joke. Someone just put this here. But then she looks at the little barcode, the Dewey Decimal System thingy, and it's in the lady upstairs handwriting. And so she grabs it and she's like, well, I gotta read it so I can have all of them read. And she sits down and she starts skimming it. And she's like, it's gotta be a joke. This is fake. But she keeps reading. And then she decides to read the oath. And she's like, nothing happened. I knew it was a joke. But she took the book home anyway because the lady was like, I don't remember doing that one. And then she wakes up the next morning and she's like, well, she gets beat up anyway, by the way. And her mom's like, and her dad's like, why didn't you defend yourself? She's like, I don't want to fight. And plus it wouldn't matter. There's like 8 of them. And he's like, they got the odds, don't they? And then she decides to go somewhere, one of her secret spots that no one ever goes. And she starts going through the book and trying different things. And the tree starts talking to her. And she's like, and the tree is talking about how there's another wizard, a young boy, who is messing up the leaves in this other area. And so she's like, okay, bye. And she goes to see him. And he talks about how his parents liked antique, and he finds his book because he always goes through the book bin in the antique shop, and it bit him. And she's like, it bit you? And he's like, yeah, it bit me. And then they start working together. They decide to put their power together to do a spell to help them with things that they need. And then they accidentally do something they shouldn't have. I'm not going to tell you the whole book because I think you should read it. Adults, teenagers, maybe adults can read it to the younger ones like I am. But this one is the beginning. And so this is the one where we're figuring things out still. So it's a little like, but it's still good. And I recommend this. And then if you read this one, you gotta read the second one. The second one is Deep Wizardry. And oh, I should have read the back of the book to you. Here. It says, something stopped Nita's hand as it ran along the bookshelf. She looked and found that one of the books had a loose thread at the top of the spine. It was one of those So You Want to Be books, a series on careers. So you want to be a pilot, so you want to be a scientist, a writer. But this one said, so you want to be a wizard. I don't believe this, Nita thought. She shut the book and stood there, holding it in her hands, confused, amazed, suspicious, and delighted. If it's a joke, it's a great one. But if it isn't... So that was So You Want to Be a Wizard. Deep Wizardry. This one is really cool because they're on vacation and they get to do different kind of magic, and they get to become whales, and they're trying to stop in all of the books they're trying to stop entropy. Atrophy. I don't remember how to say it. The they're trying to slow down the death of the universe. And throughout, like, each book, you get more information on what that entity is, that it is creating death. And so they get called in to help the whales and the sharks and fish. The ocean. Um, and I'm not gonna tell you, well, I'll read the back and whatever it tells you. There is a name that I can't pronounce because they just call him Ed because they can't pronounce it either. When Nita and Kit come to the aid of a wounded whale, they are plunged into deep wizardry. The whale is a wizard, and she enlists Kit and Nita in battle against the sinister lone power. Becoming whales themselves, Nita and Kit join in an ancient ritual performed by whales, dolphins, and a single fearsome shark. But which possess but which possesses more danger? The lone power, or Ed, because I can't pronounce the rest of that. A lot of wizards' names are just a bunch of jumbled letters, pretty much. I can't pronounce. The enormous shark as old as the sea. Beware, Nita, Ed said. If we're to know each other well, best mind how you show me your feelings. Else I shall at last know you most intimately. And the relationship will be rather one-sided. He worked his jaws. So, somewhere in this, it explains how he only eats, or he will only eat if there's blood, because it's a blood frenzy, or if he senses that the animal or being is distressed or feeling depressed, like sick in any way. And then he is putting it out of its misery and keeping it out of the waters, because sickness is contagious, and because the water is all around them, it spreads the sickness. So his job is to keep that from happening, which I was like, that's cool. But this was a good book. I liked that one. Let's see. High Wizardry. Oh, yeah. High Wizardry is about Anita's sister coming into her power. And she's young. And so usually the younger ones have more power. Like, Kit is younger than Nita, so he usually has a little bit more juice than she does. But Doreen is younger. And it says, young wizards Nita and Kit face their most terrifying challenge yet. Nita's bratty little sister Doreen. Not only is Doreen far too smart for an 11-year-old, she has recently become a wizard, and worse yet, a power with almost limitless power. When Doreen's computerized wizard's manual glibly sends her off on a novice adventure, her ordeal, Kit and Nita end up chasing her across galaxies, trying to catch up with Doreen before she gets into trouble so deep that not even her brain can rescue her. This one? Okay. These two, we have only seen inside Kit and Nita's mind. The first one was mostly sorry, the the first one the first one was mostly from Nita's point of view. This one has both Nita and Kit, but it's still more on Nita's side. This one, it's mostly Darlene, but you keep flipping back to Nita and Kit because they gotta go save her. And yeah. This one is intense. And Darlene kind of becomes a mom. That's all I'm gonna say. An 11-year-old mom. She doesn't birth anything. It's not like that. It's a creation. But her computer manual is really cool. And then we have Wizards Abroad. This one, Nina is not in trouble. Okay, so wizardry keeps her busy a lot. And Nina and Kit had told their parents, finally, not in this book, but in Deep Wizardry, they told them, they had to. I think that's when they had to tell Nita's family. And then in High Wizardry, they told Kit's family. But by this book, Kit just writes on the, he'll just write on the whiteboard that's on the refrigerator, working or, on business, or something like that. Something to be like, I might be out all night. But Nina's family, even though they have 2 wizard kids, they're not so keen on her doing the girls doing wizardry as much. And it's different with Darlene because Darlene finds ways around how to get out of the house. Anyway, but Nita is the older one, so she gets more stuff. Anyway, it says to give Nita a vacation from magic, and to separate her from Kit, her partner in wizardry. Nita's parents pack her off for a month-long stay with her eccentric aunt in Ireland. Eccentric. Y'all really thought that was a good idea? What do you think eccentric means? But the old world is even more steepled in magic than the US. Anita soon finds herself in a host of Irish wizards battling creatures from the nightmare Ireland, a realm where humankind is the stuff of tales and storybooks, and where legends and monsters of Irish mythology are a deadly reality. So much for a vacation. So her parents send her away, and they tell her, no doing magic to pop yourself back over here to, help Kit. Kit can do his own wizardry. You need to, take a break from him. They think that they're too close. And they think, they're too close. And even though Kit and Nita sometimes think that way, and oh, by the way, they can telepathically read each other's mind half the time. They haven't acted on any feelings, so that really you shouldn't have worried about that. But they get around the whole Nita, you can't come back because Kit goes to her. And then later Darlene. goes to her. Um, I'm not gonna tell you why. It's really this one is really exciting, and I love we meeting all of the Irish wizards, and Nita has her first taste of alcohol by accident, and yeah. So which one was next? Wizards Alone, Wizard's Dilemma. I don't remember. Thank goodness that the front pages have yeah. Um, I think this was the sad one. Yeah. This one made me cry. And this one, I remember when I first got this book, I could not read this. I put it aside. Um, around the time when I got this, or not long after I got this, no, before I got this book, my Nana had passed away, and she had cancer. And so this book is about Nita's mom getting sick. And Nita does a bunch of hardcore wizardry and training because she is determined that she is going to fix her mom, because her mom is dying and she's a wizard who is supposed to stop death. That is her way of thinking. And I remember I picked this book up and I started reading it when I first, whenever I first got it. And I was like, nope. And I just put it aside because I was not going to cry. And then, like a few years ago, I picked it up. I was rereading the series. I picked it up and I started reading and I just cried. I just cried because everyone, even if you haven't dealt with someone sick dying, um, you still have that feeling of, I want to help. I want to make sure you're not in pain. I want to, if I could take your pain away, I would do it in a heartbeat kind of situation. And I'm not going to tell you how the story ends, but if you're a sensitive person, you're going to cry. Okay. It says, how do you fix what can't be fixed? Only a transcendent pig knows, and it's not telling. But Nita Callahan needs to find out, and soon, because there are important things in her life that are broken. Her wizardly partner with her, partnership, with her best friend Kit has fallen apart. Much worse, her mother has gotten sick, so sick that she may never be able to leave the hospital. At least, not without a little magical intervention. Nita could really use some wizardly assistant, but she can't turn to Kit. They're not speaking to each other, and anyway, he seems to have disappeared while walking his dog. I'll come back to that situation. And her sister, Doreen, is practically useless for this kind of magic. Only one person can help Nita, the one she devoted her life to fight. Don't worry, Kit comes back, and The reason they're not talking is kind of like a stupid one. I'm sorry, it's not stupid. It's just kind of childish. They're fighting over how to fix something else. And she's like, no, that won't work. And he's like, yes, it will. And she's like, it will only work temporarily. We need to do this, this, and this. And he's like, no, we're going to do it this way. And he tried it without her. And it's working. And so she's upset. And he's upset because she's upset. And they just take a break from each other. And it makes her feel like she can't do anything. And then her mom got sick. As for he disappeared walking his dog, that's where this one comes in. This one explains the walking the dog situation. Because his dog had started showing some magical abilities, and he's like, oh no, what am I supposed to do? Becoming a wizard isn't easy. In fact, it can kill you. It can. All first-time wizards must go through an initiation in magic called an ordeal. The more powerful the novice, the longer and more dangerous the ordeal. Most last only a few days. So why is Daryl McAllister's ordeal been 3 months? Or has he? Daryl's hasn't actually gone anywhere. His body is still here. It's his mind that seems to have departed. It's a puzzle that sends Kit Rodriguez and his dog Ponch chasing Daryl through one strange world after another. Kit could use the help of his regular partner, but Nita is struggling with her own puzzle. Every night, in her dreams, she receives frantic calls of help from all things, toy clowns and giant robots. But Nita is had better work fast, because only together can she and Kit unravel the mystery around Daryl. Who is he? What is he? And why the source of all death in the universe is the lone power. Sorry, I don't know. Texas. The lone power is desperately trying to destroy him. This one is about an autistic boy. Or he was okay until he became a wizard, and then he became autistic to the outside world. He's one of the, they talk about how he's one of the only autistic kids that doesn't do things. Like, he's like blank. Nothing. Most autistic kids, they have that look behind their eyes where they're like, I know what you're saying. I get it. But he's not there. So, Ponch can make worlds and find things, which is really fun. I love, it's kind of scary, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, he's picking up the scent of Daryl, and he's going through these worlds. And also Nita's dreams, the first time she has it, it's like a robot thing, and she goes to Doreen and she's like, I think something was trying to get a hold of you last night and they got me instead. And she describes it to Doreen, and she's like, nope, I don't know anyone like that. So I'm not going to tell you what happens, because this one is really interesting and it's like there's twists and turns and I'm just like, whoa. Dang. Okay. Am I going in order or no? I think I put them down in order. This book is upside down inside its case. Hold on. Yeah. Nope. Yes. Wizard's Holiday is Nita and Kit kind of sign up for like a foreign exchange situation. Is this the one? I think. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Okay. Um and so Nita, Kit, and Punch are going to a different not a universe, different galaxy. Yeah. And then 3 or 4 aliens. Aliens for the lack of better words. One's a tree and one's like this centipede thing and there's a humanoid and I can't remember if there's another one or not. Me. Anyway, they're doing a foreign exchange thing. Okay. And this one you think is like, oh, easy peasy. It's gonna be easy. Like it starts off nice and smooth and everything's going good for Nita and Kit. And then things start happening and it's like, whoa, 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 wait a minute. And then it kind of just snowballs. And on Doreen's side, they're foreign exchange students. They don't know anything about this area, about Earth. And so she has to find ways to mask what they look like so they can go out in public. And she has to stop one of them from eating all of the china. Literally at one point she takes them to Everest. And she's like, we're cleaning off the mountain. Eat whatever trash you see. It's funny. Okay. So it says, sometimes even wizards need a break. A little rest and relaxation. That's what Nita thinks she is going to get when her little sister Doreen signs her up for the Wizardly Exchange Program. Cultural Exchange Program, sorry. Sending Nita and her partner Kit halfway across the galaxy over spring break. But nothing about wizardry, not even vacations, are quite that simple. Nita and Kit find themselves on a planet that seems, at first glance, to be a paradise. Death and pain are so rare as to be virtually unknown, and everyone is happy. This would be a perfect world, so why does Nita get the sense that something is desperately wrong? Back home, Doreen and her dad have to cope with their side of the exchange. 3 young wizards who've just moved in are eager to start experiencing a strange alien culture, Earth. So much for time off. I I don't know how to not give away this whole book. Nita and Kit and Paunch end up coming home early. I'm not going to tell you why. And before they get back, Doreen and the 3 wizards that she has save the universe. I'm not going to tell you how, but it's very hot. Okay? It's a good one. That one has one of the humanoid, he's like a prince. And so he comes and he's just like so arrogant. This one you also have more interaction with Kit's sister. And that one's fun. Is this the next book? Yes. Wizards at War. Wizards at War. I don't really remember this book. No. You can get your chair and get your markers down. Thanks. Go back out, please. I'm almost done. This one is Wizards at War. What if wizardry didn't work anymore? Oh, this one. Okay. That's all I had to read. Um, after returning from a chaotic wizardly holiday, Nita and Kit are looking forward to getting back to their everyday routine. But there doesn't seem much hope for that, with 3 other wizards living in Nita's basement. Her sister Doreen's computer muttering peculiar prophecies, and Kit's magical dog Paunch behaving bizarrely. And there's far worse trouble brewing. A strange darkness. Just a minute. Just a minute. A strange darkness of the mind and heart is about to befall the older wizards of the world. Stop. Stop. Stealing away their power. Soon, the young wizards of Earth and many other planets must defend the people of the worlds, wizards and non-wizards alike, against an invasion of a scale they've never imagined. But mere defense won't combat the evil afoot. With their own powers rapidly dwindling, Kit, Nita, Doreen, and their alien allies must race to search worlds before both known and unknown for a secret weapon that the power that be have promised them, before the minions of the lone power find it first. And then, for the first time in a millennia, the wizards must go to war. Okay. So, I explained early on that the younger the wizard is, the more power they have. That means that the adult wizards, the elders that, the ones that give advice, the ones that still do work but not hardcore work, they don't have as much power. So, the elders that they normally would go to don't remember who they are. Or they think that, one of them's like, oh, you're still playing the wizard game? I thought you'd be too old for that. The worst part is there is one part where Nita's dad kind of forgets who she, like, not who she is, but kind of spacey, kind of no one's home situation about his daughters, which was sad. This one is intense. It's kind of scary. This one's kind of scary because you get the imagery of the darkness. It's moving closer and closer. It's taking out the stars. I'm not blowing bubbles right now. And yeah. y'all can't see it, but my books are stacked very precariously. Wizards of Mars. I'm just gonna read it. I'm just gonna read it to you. Gosh, this one's long. It says, look at that picture. That's pretty cool. Scientists don't find the first signs of life on Mars. Wizards do. Oh yeah, I forgot parts of this one. A young wizard, Kit Rodriguez, and Nita Callahan are part of an elite team investigating the mysterious message in a bottle, that's in quotes, that holds clues to a long lost inhabitant of Mars. But not even wizardry is enough to cope with the strange events that unfolds when the bottle is uncorked and life emerges once more to shake the red planet with its own precarious and baffling brand of magic. The good news is that the Martians seem friendly. The bad news is that now they're free to pick up on the long dormant plan that could change and shape the shape of more than one world. Kit's fascination with all things Martian unexpectedly enmeshes him. Enmeshes him in a terrible old conflict, turning him into both the potential key to the solution and a tool that, in the wrong hands, threatens the human race. Only Kit has a shot to defuse the threat, but when he vanishes from the Mars of here and now, his fellow wizards are uncertain where his true loyalties lie. Nina's determination to find the truth, and Kit, send her into battle against the impeccable enemies who may be conquered only by violating wizards' most basic tenets. As the shadow of interplanetary war stretches even more darkly over both worlds, Kit and Nita must master the ancient synergy binding them to Mars and its last inhabitants. If they fail, the history that left Mars lifeless will repeat itself on Earth. I don't remember I don't really remember this. I haven't reread it yet. But if I remember correctly, Kit kind of has a crush on a Martian. So that's fun. And obviously there's another book. So they survive. Games Wizards Play. I haven't reread this one yet either. It's been a long time. So I'm just going to read the back of it to you. But I remember that I liked this one. And yeah. Okay. Even 11-year-olds. Even what? Oh, sorry. Even. It says every 11 years, Earth's senior wizards hold an invitational, an intensive 3-week event where the planet's newest, sharpest wizards show off the best and hottest spells. Wizard partners, Kit and Nita, along with Nita's sister, Doreen, are drafted to mentor 2 brilliant and difficult cases. For Nita and Kit, there's Shoffing, I think is how you say it. A would-be sun technician with a dangerous new take on managing solar weather. And for Doreen, a shy young Mehernes Mehernes Ferrari Ferrari, an Iranian wizard girl trying to specialize in diffusing earthquakes. Together, they're plunged into a whirlwind of cutthroat competition and ruthless judging. Penn's egotistical attitude towards his mentor complicates matters as they try to negotiate their, I don't know how to pronounce this word, my brain is not working, but romance. Meanwhile, Doreen struggles to stabilize her insecure protege against the interference of the powerful relatives using her to further their own tangled agendas. When both candidates make it through to the final stages on the dark side of the moon, they and their mentors are flung into a conflict that could change the solar system for the better or damage Earth beyond wizardly repair. Yeah. I remember this one touches on Nita and Kit's feelings. But I don't really remember. Yeah. I know that I remember Kit's sister is involved. We don't have any jelly beans. She just brought me this. You put jelly beans in it and you wind it up and it spits jelly beans out its butt. Okay. That is all the books I have. I know this is a lot longer than I meant it to be. I might not even edit this thing. I might just post it. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to my little. Yes. I really enjoyed the whole entire So You Want to Be a Wizard series. So much so that I am reading it to my kiddo. There are a few of the later books that I do skip over parts because they're teenagers. There's no actual like scenes, you know what I mean? But there is talk of adult things. I mean, I told you in Wizard Abroad, Nita and there's a guy, they kiss. And then in Wizard's Holiday, there's a lot of flirting between Kit's sister and apparently she's a boy magnet. His sister, I like his sister. His sister is cool, even though she has an ear for language. So she's started to pick up the wizard speech. And so she understands the speech, but she's not a wizard because she's too old. But she finds ways to help the wizards. She talks in the speech and she starts buying things off of the the TV is starting to show it starts showing different alien tech stuff. So she starts buying stuff and she starts talking to the TV and the TV helps her find Nita and Kit at one point. And I like she's a big person and at least 4 of the books. You hear about her before that, but at least 4 of the books, she's like, oh, I got this. I can help out. She learns how to shoot like a laser. It was a hairdryer. And when she got it, that's what she ordered it for. And Kit was like, "No, that is not a hairdryer. It has a hairdryer setting." And he has to fix it for her. Anyway, so You Want to Be a Wizard series. To me, it battles Harry Potter for me. Like, they are both at the top. Two different kinds of wizard stuff, but yes. I don't know what else to talk about. I'm gonna get off now because it's been like an hour. I'm not even gonna edit this. I'm not even gonna edit this video. Just gonna post it. Oh, well, I might edit it a little bit. Okay. And, that's it. Don't forget to check out the description, and I will make sure that the books are posted if I can find them.